So it's weird to come into a season with the Minnesota Fighting Vikings with big time expectations, but I feel like that's where a lot of fans are, especially after that 2020 disaster with COVID, no offseason, no preseason, limited training camp, and you tried to pivot by letting go of so many veterans and relying on so many young players. Yeah, in retrospect, you could see it coming from a mile away that 2020 wasn't going to be all that. But then the Vikings got pissed off. Spielman, Zimmer, they got after it this offseason. They rebuilt that defense. They added great free agents on that D, and Patrick Peterson, Mac Alexander, Xavier Woods, Nick Candlelight Vigil, and Diesel Dalvin Tomlinson. And plus you get Daniil the Real Deal Hunter back, and Michael Pierce is back from his opt-out, and you redid Anthony Barr's deal. He's fully all in on a contract year now. And then Rick Spielman finessed the draft. He worked it to his advantage, and he finally, maybe one time fixed the offensive line with Christian Darrisaw and Wyatt Davis. But now, there's no more excuses, man. Like, this is ish or get off the pot time for the Minnesota Fighting Vikings. Say it with me, 2021 Super Bowl or bust. That's it. And I think the two things have to happen if Spielman and Zimmer want to retain employment here in purple. Number one, win the division. That goes without saying. Even if the octogenarian Aaron Rodgers remains in Green Bay, the alleged 2020 NFL MVP, you got to get it done, man. You absolutely do. Because what? Detroit is multiple years away from contending. That should be their slogan and mantra. That should be on the letterhead, the masthead for the Lions. The Bears are going to be a hot mess. At least they'll be interesting with Justin Fields. I do think that Pace and Nagy will be fired, but it's whatever there. So you have to win the division. Number two, you have to make a significant playoff run. Now, I'm saying Super Bowl because I say, why have good be the enemy of great? Because just go for it, man. Just go for it. Inglewood, Super Bowl 56, up to no good. Let's go, right? And I don't want the whole pussyfoot, well, win the division or maybe even just get a wild card, get in the tournament, see what happens. Maybe they make a good showing of it and bully. No. And last year, I understand why they got a mulligan because of the unprecedentedness of the COVID times, as well as they had fat ass extensions, man. So I think that's what saved them. The Wilfs didn't want to pay out on both of those 3-year contracts. I understand that, but now got expectations, man, because Wilfs have owned this team for a significant a portion of time. So it's like, now we want some hardware, man. We're sick of just being good, bad. Right, be great. It is time because that offensive line is fixed. The offense will rebound. It will be a top 5 unit. It was pretty damn good last year, and Kirk Cousins was under duress at all times. He had 40 sacks. And just imagine how good Dalvin freaking Cook would be. Second in the league in touchdowns, second in the league in yards from scrimmage. Imagine how good he will be behind, and actually good offensive line. Left to right, you got Darrisaw in Cleveland and Bradbury and Wyatt Davis no matter what, and Brian O'Neill emerging as one of the best right tackles in the game. There's no excuses, man. There's no excuses. Like, this is it. Zimmer's got his defense, and this is finally it. Right? No more excuses, even though he said, I've never had a bad defense before. Blah. Right. And hell, say that if Bird Bones does leave the division, that means zero. Zero excuses. You need to win the division, and you need to win it by a significant margin. Like, you should be resting players week 17 at Green Bay, week 18 at home against the Bears. You got to get it done. But the Vikings have a tough schedule. Who cares? Our opponents have a tough schedule because they got to play us. And that's the bottom line, man. Plus, the Vikings are a weird team is that they're old and they're also young. There's so much youthful depth, especially in the trenches, especially at all levels of this team. But if you look at it, there's a lot of veteran guys on 1 to 2 year deals, signifying that they are in it to win it this year. Patrick Peterson, 1 year deal. Diesel Dalvin Tomlinson, 2 year deal. Anthony Barr redid his contract, 1 year deal. Kirk Cousins only has 2 years remaining. And then, of course, Kellen Mond, what up? Then Mac Alexander, Xavier Woods, 1 year deal. Harrison Smith, 1 year with the Vikings for now. It's all in. It's all in. It is win it now in 2021, or there's going to be a mild, soft, kind of hardish reboot, pivoting to Kellen Mond, moving on from Kirk Cousins, and shedding a couple of these veteran contracts. But like we said, it's weird that the Vikings are old as well as they're also extremely young. So if it has to be a hard reset, I don't think it'll be too much reboot time, man. But I'm really fired up about this year. I can't actually remember a year where I've been so bullish on this team. Like, naturally, I mean, we like to sip from the purple Kool-Aid just for shtick, just for having a persona on this channel. But I'm sort of bearish. Is my natural proclivity. Looking at the market, looking at football, is like, where's going to be the banana peel? Where did they screw up now? But this year, feeling good, man. I am feeling really, really good. And that's what makes me a little bit wary. But it is what it is. Like we said, if the Vikings fall flat on their face, I think that there will be a bloodbath. I think that Spielman potentially could be fired. You've seen how they've been picking apart the front office already. Peyton took Kelly Klein. They're in Denver now. And I think that they may not be long for the jobs if they do not perform in 2021. Mike Zimmer, obviously with the new GM, he didn't hire Zimmer. So him, the entire staff could be washed out as well. And then Kirk Cousins, he's got 1 year left on his deal. That's whatever. That is going to be whatever. But I'm hyped, man. It's May. It's like, can it be September 12th already? Like, Bengals, Joe Burrow, what up? All right. Be your thoughts. Vikings being all in 2021. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.